Yo, what up, people? Welcome to the Joe McFo Show. Let's get our music started over here, and please say hello in the chat. Let me know who's watching right now. And I just realized we forgot to turn on our sign. So give me 1 second. I was scrambling a second ago. We gotta get our sign going, right? All right. So thank you all for coming on. We are going to be doing more Shadowboxer stuff as per usual. So let me share my screen over here. This is not necessarily what we'll be working on today. I did the sketch the other day, and I just thought it was fun to show you guys Javen doing his thing. I still want to fix up his pose. I think I can probably exaggerate it more, but it was a lot of fun. Kathy's on. What's up, Kathy? Manette is on. Hello, hello. And I says there's 4 people watching, but there's only 2 of y'all, so I assume y'all are just either typing or busy, whatever. Today, though, I wanted to continue this poster that we were working on, and I adjusted it a little bit since you guys last saw it. One of the things that I did, here, I will show you. I cleaned up the background quite a bit. I don't know if all the lines are going to be present at the end. And quite honestly, I'm not even really concerned with like having the perfect background. I want to treat this as like something that could be a cool poster or a cool concept art piece. So I want it to be a little bit looser. Matter of fact, I was looking at something earlier that I think I can show you as a reference point for what I'm thinking about. Something like this. I don't know the name of this artist at all, but I found her on Instagram. She's really dope. So it could be something as loose as this or as colorful as this. And, you know, just having a really nice, strong base for it. Oh, what up, Megan? She's saying, what's up, Joe McFo fam? And then Kathy says, LO Riz, or yes, Riz Javen. Yeah, that's what we've named this drawing right here. This is Riz Javen. And that's why we got the little sparkle next to his face right here. So yeah, we're going to be working on this one. So here's the background. I also put in a little bit of color here. And I'm just going to treat it very loosely, just have fun with it and keep it very lighthearted. I'm still trying to figure out if I want certain parts to light up or if there's screens or whatever the case is. And then here, I'm going to have the ground kind of breaking up a little bit. So there's going to be like rocks and stuff because we have 2 characters fighting. We got Javen over here and we got our bad guy. And then we also got some of our bad guys' powers circulating all over the place. So that's basically what we'll be doing. One thing I do want to work on is fixing up this character to make him actually feel like he works in this environment. So I'm going to find some reference for him, and then I'll get to the background stuff. I don't think this character is going to be too difficult to do time-wise because it's mostly just the back of his face. And, you know, no one really cares about the back of the face, unfortunately. Or fortunately, however you want to decide that. So let me go on Pinterest and find some stuff right here. And let me go to my character references. So here we go. We're just going to pull something from here, something that looks cool. This guy kind of looks cool right here. But I need a cool upper body because that's mostly what's in the shot. Whoa, that's epic. I don't think that's appropriate for this character right now, but that is really cool. Ooh. This could be interesting. I just wish I knew what the backside looked like, or the rear view. Huh. I can make something up based off of this, though. Let's try it. Let's try it. So I'm going to pull this to the side a little bit. And we're going to do something fun. All right, so let me get rid of these just because they're going to distract me. Javen can stay. Then we got his powers. And here we go. Who else we got? Oh, Erica is on. Hello, Erica. Thank you for coming on my live stream. I appreciate you very, very much. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. So I'm going to lower the opacity on this right here, and then I'll pull up my reference. One thing I can do to cheat a little bit is I can just give him a hoodie and we won't really see much of his face. Actually might add to the more mysterious nature of who this guy is. Or gal. It could be a lady. Very muscular. lady. All right, so look at the reference. It looks like there's something like this. Getting some rags, it seems. And maybe I want to rip the arms off. Yeah, I can do something like that. Maybe a couple of straps. Just wanted to feel very different than Javen. And I haven't designed all the villains that are going to be in this world, like the goons and grunts and stuff like that. So yeah, this is going to be fun right here. So how was everyone's week? For those of you, I don't know how many of you guys are in LA, but we are in the middle of a rainstorm or hurricane, which is unusual for Los Angeles, and we just had an earthquake as well. So yeah, it's been a really fun day. I have been in the house pretty much drawing the entire time and trying to figure out how to bring this project to existence. Give him something on his back. Maybe he's carrying something like some sort of cargo. Give me a little backpack. Maybe Javen's fighting him for whatever's in the bag. Maybe whatever it is like sticking out, so I can have it like this. Okay. And then I like the pants that I saw in the reference, so it's doing something like this. Okay, so we have the pants kind of scrunched up at the knees. Obviously, the legs are going to be cut off. Have something wrapping around here. Bam, like that. Bam. All right. I don't like that tangent. I know everyone talks about how annoying it is to have tangent police, but I do that to myself all the time, so I guess it's fine. But it really does bother me. I'm not gonna lie. It does get on my nerves. For those who don't know what tangents are, it's basically when two things collide to the point where it doesn't feel like there's any space or depth in between. So if I had done something like if I had moved this here so that his powers were lined up exactly with his hood, then you wouldn't be able to tell what's in front of the other. So that's one of those tangents that I try to avoid. Manette says, I was witness to an obvious display of discrimination at work. Oh my gosh. The person who did it was fired. Things at work feel tense, and now my dog is sick, and we were just at the vet Wednesday. You always have the most interesting weeks, Manette. Like there's always something going on. It's like someone's writing your life for you, like a TV show. Okay. But I'm glad to hear that the person who was showing discrimination had just got what was coming to him, I guess. Although I'm not asking for you to explain the scenario, but yeah, hopefully you guys weren't too emotionally hurt by those things, at least not long term. All right, so here we go. Jaden's doing his thing. What can we do to make this feel even cooler? Maybe you give him like some sort of flap. I don't know why he has one, but we're gonna give him one because those are fun to draw. I'm also gonna give him those like pants that kind of look like this, or like if this was the crotch area, those are your legs. I always think it's fun when you have pants that go like this. We're just way down here for no reason. So that's what we're gonna give him. And then here we can actually explore a little bit more. Let's do something like this. Cut into the scarf a little bit. Almost post-apocalyptic like. That's kind of what I'm thinking of. This is not a post-apocalyptic world that that Shadowboxers takes place in, but I do really appreciate the designs. They are so freeing when you're looking at them because they just wear random stuff. I think that's a lot of fun. Mark is asking the important questions. Did you make cookies? Now I want cookies. Now I really want cookies. Sorry about your dog. I wish they would stop. I would like a nice, boring week for once. The person made a racist gesture toward a black coworker. I was the only person who witnessed it. Oh man. Yes, Mark, I made cookies and they're delicious. My week was okay. Still exploring Krita and the many, many brushes in there. I've never once used Krita. I don't know anything about it, so I'm very curious to know what your experience is like. But yeah, it's always really frustrating. First, okay, I'm gonna say this: racism really has never made sense to me. Maybe it's because I'm black, but it really just as a concept, I don't understand how you could be that way. Dislike other people simply for something like the color of their skin or nationality or whatever. And I've been in scenarios where people have said very racist things in the workplace. I had a manager one time um, who made jokes about how do I put this um, about people from the Middle East and attacks being made. I don't know what words are okay to say on YouTube. That's why I'm kind of like codifying this. But I've heard just stuff like that. I've had stuff directed towards me as well, um, and it's not a fun experience. It's a really really frustrating time. It's like, well, how ignorant can you really be? You know? All right, not looking too bad. Yeah, kind of feeling it. Kind of feeling it. I think I might want to make these muscles a little bit bigger on our character. I actually shrank them a lot to make it like he's been going to Muscle Beach. Yeah, there we go. In the backpack, we'll add some random stuff to it. Yeah, there we go. Get rid of this. I'll do a slightly cleaner version of this, and then I'll do the final cleanup next after that. So let's get my. I'm trying to get used to a new brush, at least newer for me. Trying to get used to the. Is it the G pen or the real G pen? I think it's the real G pen because that one has more texture. Yeah. So let me actually change the order of this. I also have an anime brush too, apparently. But yeah, the real G pen is fun. I also like this inky brush, but we're gonna try something. Just clean this up a bit. All right, so the strap is gonna have to go over the shoulder, so we'll do something like this. And by the way, if I haven't, I know I haven't said it as a matter of fact, please like and share the video if you have not already. We're at, I think, 863 subscribers, so we're slowly growing, but help your brother out. Help a brother out with that algorithm. Um, let's see. Part of the part of the work issue is that somehow it wasn't caught by the cameras, which seems impossible. So it's kind of suspicious. I'm trying not to fall into a conspiracy theory, but it should be on camera. It's and yeah, those moments very conveniently don't get seen very often, I guess. At least not before they are smartphones, anyway. It's been cool watching your shorts on Instagram of all the animals. Yes, Mark, I've been seeing your stuff. It's really dope, man. Really proud of you for being consistent and working on your drawings. Super cool to see. All right, so let's do something here. I kind of like the idea of the sleeves just being kind of torn like this. So, yeah, that way. And one thing I'm trying to pay attention to right here is the overlap of the muscles. Because typically, we're used to seeing the muscles going the other way, where, the deltoid will overlap the biceps and stuff like that. But since we're looking at this view from below, we got to adjust the way we're viewing this a little bit. So, yeah. These streams in the RPRF one are one of the highlights of my week. I was selfishly worried you'd have to cancel because of the hurricane, but I do hope you're staying safe. Well, I appreciate that. First off, for the well wishes and staying safe, and for the fact that this is a highlight of your week. I was a little. I was thinking about that last night. I was like, well, I have to cancel. But to be honest with you, the hurricane that we're facing is more inland. I think it's just been a rainy day for us, at least in my area. The biggest issues, we felt an earthquake that was just a couple seconds long, and I was like, wait a second, because they always talk about the big one potentially happening here very soon in LA or in California, and so yeah, so I am safe. None of my property, as far as I know, has been destroyed. I have not looked in the garage to check my car, but it should be fine. Are you are you thirsty? Because I'm wondering when we're going to start drinking. Actually, to be totally honest with you, I am a little bit thirsty. So yeah. All right. It's not looking too bad. Let's see. Oh, where's my reference image? I lost it. There we go. I'm looking to see if I can find some other inspiring stuff here. I try and show you guys as much of my process as possible because I know that's part of the reason you guys are on, so you can see how it is I come up with the decisions that I do. So let's see. Well, this is kind of cool too. I think this was one of the original inspirations for Alita, actually. Now I think about it. Let's see. Oh, here we go. This feels very much like the character I'm working on right now. Feels very similar. Okay, excellent. By the way, guys, I watched a movie this morning that I hadn't seen in years. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the Rush Hour movies. Oh my goodness. Chris Tucker had me cracking up the whole time. Such an underrated film. I don't know how they're going to make a fourth one because everything is so politically correct now that some of the jokes might be seen as overly offensive. But the thing is, like, as far as I know, everyone loves those movies. I don't know anyone who doesn't. Matter of fact, my uncle, there are times when he would visit and he'd be like, Jordan, or Jay or whatever he would call me, and he'd be like, "What's that movie that we always watch?" You never remember the title of the movie, but we watched it at least 30 times. He's like, I was like, Rush Hour, Rush Hour. He's like, yeah, Rush Hour. Let's put on Rush Hour. So, yeah, I always have good memories associated with that. But yeah, specifically Rush Hour 2, I hadn't seen in a very long time. Okay. Yeah, maybe I don't need this flap thing. Maybe what I'll do is just make the shirt really long. Once this loads. I gotta say, getting this upgrade for my computer is one of the best investments I could have possibly made. Everything is moving so much more smoothly now. Like just overall, like I have Google Chrome open with like 25 tabs and I'm streaming in the rain and everything's just going so smoothly right now. I'm very, very happy about that. Cost a pretty penny, but you know, it's an investment, right? It's an investment. I haven't seen Rush Hour in years, but I remember loving all three. I especially like the "You Me, You Is Blind" sequence. Oh yeah, that was great. You know what I realized is they did that scene like a version of that scene in Rush Hour 2 for a quick second. It wasn't nearly as funny, but in Rush Hour 2 is a scene where Lee thinks that Chris Tucker's character Carter died. Lee's Jackie Chan, by the way, and he was like, American was killed today. Where was who did it?" And Chris Tucker walks out and he's like, "Lee, what's up?" He's like, "Yeah, I thought you were killed." He's like, "Who? You? Who? You? Who?" And they just go back and forth, and it was great. It was great. I actually forgot. I forgot how forgettable the villain of the second movie was, though. Ricky Tan. He was such a forgettable bad guy. To be fair, none of them really have the best bad guys, but I guess that's not really the point. The point is to see Chris and Jackie do their thing. For those who've seen Rush Hour movies, which is your favorite? Um, and what are your favorite moments? Amanda says, I haven't seen it. Oh my goodness. Super funny. You're missing out. You're missing out. Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker in their primes. And what's cool is that you can tell they're such good friends on set. Um, like they have outtakes for at least the first two movies. There might be for the third one too. But apparently, like Chris Tucker's dad or mom calls in the middle of the scene, and he's like, "Call me back at 7." Like I'm staring Jackie Chan right in his face, and then he puts Jackie on the phone. And he's like, "We are filming right now," and he's like, "You're wasting all of our you're wasting all of our footage." It's just great. It's great. Love those two. I think we need a Joe McFo watch list. That's actually not a bad idea. Whoever wants to start that, Megan, it's your idea. You can start it if you want. Are these movies that I have to watch or movies that I recommend you watch, though? That's the thing. Manette says, sorry, I haven't seen any of them either. Ah, that hurts. That hurts. Okay. It's all right, though. It's all right. There's things I have not seen that you guys have gotten on my back for. It's all right. But if you're ever in a mood to laugh, put those on. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. All right. Okay. Then we had whatever this thing was. Uh, it's like it's stuffed in here. Actually, no. Let me redo that. Still have it closed. But we'll just have it. There we go. That's better. Need to have this going back in space a little bit more. So let me think about how that will work. I think he's carrying Dora's map. I think that's what this is. Got the little happy face on here. This could also be Plank from Ed, Ed and Eddie. So yeah, but if we just round it out a little bit, I think it'll make more sense. So yeah, so he's got the map, and Javen is trying to get it back to Dora, apparently. Man, it says I've seen the first two. I thought you said you haven't seen it. Are you talking about Rush Hour 3 you haven't seen? I was a teenager when I saw them, so I can't tell you my favorite. I have to rewatch them soon. The first movie came out. I was a toddler. I was too young to watch the second. I was too young to be watching those movies in general, probably. But I understood the humor pretty well. It was just fun, and I liked action. I liked fight scenes. I thought Chris Tucker was hilarious, and there was enough in there for me to grasp how awesome it was. So the Have a little bit of a bulge here in the backpack, as if it's filled with stuff, some important info and technologies. Put some pens on here. Maybe he likes to go to anime conventions in the Shadowboxers world, or whatever the equivalent of that is, which I'll have to figure out. That could be a fun little side story, actually. Megan and Kathy, don't let me forget that. That could be fun. We got the straps here. Yeah. Oh, there's a tangent like I was talking about. And these are probably too long for tears. Okay, let's give him a little tattoo right here. His powers are probably going to cover this up now that I think about it, but it's still fun to put on here. Maybe the tricep, brachialis, a little bit of the shoulder right there, flexors. Yeah, there we are. Okay, real quick, just going to take a quick pause. I'm going to fill up the character where he's at now. And I'm just going to put the background layer on just to see how composition's reading and stuff. Nahara Khan. That's funny. That's awesome. Where is Chris Tucker? He's doing his thing. He's been in some movies. I think he took a break from Hollywood for religious reasons, and then I also think he wanted to just take time to raise his family, because I know he has a son, and now he's doing more stand-up stuff. So yeah, but they announced Rush Hour 4. I'm pretty sure we'll see him there. Well, in this particular instance, I was talking about stuff that the audience needs to watch, most notably a show about finding balance between the elements, and then a documentary about bug people. Wait, what? A documentary about bug people? Am I missing something? I'm so lost right now. Oh, okay. It's the word documentary that threw me off. I get it now. I get you. Okay. It's like bug people. Okay. Megan says, but we can make a list of things you need to see too. You know, I wish I had kept track of all the things that people told me to watch over the years, because I think that list would probably be over like 100 right now. All right. Let's see. How is the silhouette reading? In fact, let's darken this a bit. But not bad. I kind of like how the silhouette's reading. Although I didn't fill it all just yet. There's still some areas in the scarf. Minette says the bug people took me a second too. Right? It was a little confusing. It was documentary and bug people that combination threw me off. Oh wait, hold on a second. I'm getting a bunch of warnings on my phone. National Weather Service, a flash flood warning is in effect in the area until 3 a.m. This is a dangerous and life-threatening situation. Do not attempt to travel unless you are fleeing an area subject to flooding or under an evacuation order. Okay. Thanks for scaring me. That's cool. That's cool. Don't worry, guys. I'm safe. I don't think there should be any flood issues for me, especially because technically I'm on the first floor, or the second floor, I guess. Second floor of my building. So, yeah. If anything, my car would be in trouble. But I think the car is fine. Usually it doesn't like flood that bad in this area of LA that I'm in. as far as I know. Then again, it's only rained like 8 times since I've been alive. So, all right, not looking too bad. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. And then there's that center. Um, that's fine, I think. Let's see what the background's looking like. Ooh, yeah, it's looking pretty fresh. I like this. I like where this is going. Um, I was trying to find a different way to say it. You did find a different way to say it. You accomplished your goal. Perhaps I should have said a documentary about the consequences of dangerous buffets. You could have said that too. I think it's just the. I think the word documentary also is like throwing it off. Did you guys hear about the kid who had a Black Widow spider bite him so that he could become Spider Man? 8 years old. He had to go to the hospital and everything. He's fine. He's fine. So, um, you know, but at the same time, as dangerous as that is, I also kind of understand. Like, why wouldn't you want to be Spider Man? You know, like I don't want the personal problems of Peter Parker or Miles. Although Miles' life seems pretty cool. Miles' life is fine. Peter Parker's life specifically, I don't want. But the powers themselves, that's kind of dope. That's kind of dope. I don't know if web swinging will be all that useful in LA though. I don't know. Um, yeah, I don't know if that would be great. Down here in Louisiana, we get flooding and hurricanes all the time. Flood warning sounds like a job for Qatar. Qatar, where you at? Where you at, Qatar? We have a hurricane parties. I love a good tropical storm. Oh man. Well, you know what? If if we need Qatar for the rain and the hurricane storm, we need to talk about Toph. Talk to Toph about that earthquake. When LA needed her most, she vanished. Yeah, where's she at? Avatar Studios is here in Los Angeles. They could have easily just sent her over. I don't understand, guys. I don't get it. I don't even understand. All right, so I think this is looking pretty good. Everything is reading the way that I want. There's no crazy tangents as far as I can tell. And we got this face off between Javen and this mysterious bad guy over here, which I'm really liking. So now I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna spend some time inking. And thankfully the lines are pretty clean as they are, but we gonna do it again. We gonna do it once more, once again. This is one trick for when you're doing line work is to always draw through or draw past your lines, and you can always erase them later. Especially when you have something like the vector eraser. You'd be like, bam, 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 bam. I remove you. Okay, not that one. Top was the earthquake. What about canon events? Ooh. What about canon events? Hmm. Let's see. Let's get these muscles. One thing I'm trying to practice more, especially when I do my vector lines, is drawing things in one stroke because it makes your lines smoother, but also it really is better for this program to read it if you do it all in one line. Sometimes I have a bunch of lines that like that are drawn together. I just go like shoot, 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 and make certain things thicker and thinner. But this program doesn't read that very well when I do it, so gotta be careful about that. Okay, get some tapers. Matter of fact, I think that might have been a little off. There we go. Let's get a little bit here for the tricep here, a little bit for the deltoid here. Let's get rid of that. I'm gonna lower the opacity of the thing overall. Now you have to wait for the other two elements to for harmonic convergence. Not quite. I just have to wait for the planets to align. That's how harmonic convergence happen. Yeah. I don't have 10,000 years to wait though. That's the one thing. I ain't got that kind of time. Shadow boxers will be released on harmonic convergence. No, I'm just kidding. no. Hopefully, way before that. All right, here we go. Bam. By the way, guys, we've almost hit 200 followers on the Shadowboxers Instagram. For those who do not know, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna let y'all know right now. We do have an Instagram for Shadowboxers specifically, and it looks like this. And we got some cool art from myself, and I think it's cool. And we also got some cool fan art. So this one's done by Mike right here. And who else we got? Let's see. This one is by Megan. These three are by Kathy, and obviously this one is too. So I like sharing art that you guys do. Oh, this one's Odie. Well, I don't know if he's on the stream, but yeah, if you guys ever have art, tag me. Use hashtag Shadowboxers series and tag Shadow.boxers. I would love to feature you on the Instagram page, assuming you give me permission to do so. If you don't, then that's fine. I guess it'll be unfortunate, but I'll be all right, I guess. Fire in Maui and Tropical Storm also has wind. I'm not that close to Maui at all, but I do understand. Scary. Tell your family, friends, even enemies. Wait, what? Tell them what? Tell them about harmonic convergence or canon events. Winter, spring, summer, and fall. Oh wait, is this Iroh's song? Winter, spring, summer, and fall. I forgot about that moment. Oh, tell your family and friends, even enemies, about the SB page. Oh, okay, got it. You guys gotta understand when I'm on stream with you guys. First of all, you guys know how my brain just goes to different places, like, and it's hard for me to keep up. But then when the conversation is staggered, I'm talking to the 5 different people or 6 different people with different conversations at once. What the heck are you talking about? And I feel crazy for a moment because I don't understand. I just want to understand, guys. I just want to know if you find me, please don't let it show. Anyone know that song? I'd be real surprised if someone knows that. All right, this is the backpack strap, I believe. Yep. Okay, and then we still have the tears for the shirt. So let's go. And do this. See, he's dangerous because he has triangles. That's the only reason. One of these days, I'm going to create a character design that totally subverts your expectation. You're going to be like, oh, this person is so sweet and so kind and cuddly. And I'll be like, betrayal! Maybe all dark and edgy. And then I'm going to have a character that's all triangles, who's going to be the most helpful person in the world. Like our boy Hobie. Change everybody's expectations. All right, this right here is an issue. Let's change that. Wait, what? What I do? What I do? Load. Okay. We're gonna have a little bit here. Man, somehow that Iroh song is stuck in my head now. It's not even that complex. He's just singing about the seasons. Winter, spring, summer, and fall. You know, music I wish we could play on live streams is Nujabes. Nujabes is so cool. Anyone know who that is? I posted on my story earlier today, but he is basically like the pioneer of lo-fi music. He passed away a long time ago. I think he was hit by a bus or something awful like that. But yeah, if y'all don't know who Nujabes is, he's famous for his stuff on Samurai Champloo as well. I got through the 12th grade with his music. I kid you not. But yeah, it would be nice to be able to play his stuff. Maybe if I did like another type of streaming on another platform. Do you guys know if you're able to play whatever music you want on like Twitch or something like that, or do they cut you off there too? I actually don't know. Don't believe in consistency. Yeah, we don't believe in consistency. We don't believe in calling ourselves heroes because calling yourself a hero makes you a narcissistic, unapologetic, whatever he said. And we were always this cool. We were always this cool the whole time. All right, so one thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just add a patch to this backpack. Like it's been through some tangs. Like Aladdin's flying carpet. Couple creases here. A little bit at the bottom. Little seam right there. All right. Almost done with them. So I considered this to be like a long shirt he was wearing. So let me back up. Actually, let me bring in let's put his jacket closer like this. Let's do that. Let's get rid of this line. There we go. And then he's wearing one of those shirts that just is long in the back for absolutely zero reason at all. This guy is from the mid 2000s, I think. Jeez, that car's really close. It might be underneath me. Do you guys hear that car alarm going off right now? I hope it's not my car. I lost my train of thought, guys. What was I talking about? The car alarm distracted me. Okay, there we go. What was I saying? Oh yeah, being from the mid 2000s. I don't know if you guys remember, but like in the hip hop world, they would wear shirts that were so big they looked kind of like dresses actually. Like that's how big they were. And it's just supposed to be a regular T-shirt, like especially on the Boondocks. Let me see. I think Riley Freeman had some crazy clothes. There's a certain page with LaShawn Thomas's designs. I'm so distracted right now. I can't find it. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, the shirts look something like this. Like they were down to your knees. Yeah. How does dude do this? He just mimicked the same drawing 4 times next to each other. This is all on paper. I know for a fact it's all on paper. The mouths are even different, but like, my goodness, that freaking consistency. Ah, masters at work. Masters at work. Anyway, I don't know much about Twitch. I do know that video game soundtracks are fine. I think I mentioned it once. What's a video game soundtrack that I could? Oh, I could put on Jack and Daxter. I like that soundtrack. Mario. I guess I could do Mario. I'm not as I don't let me put it like this. I don't dislike Mario by any means, but I didn't grow up with Mario like that. Like I didn't own any of the games. I always played at my friend's house. Fistful of diamonds, handful of rings. Oh my gosh, I recognize that line, but what is it from? I recognize it so much. Fistful of diamonds, handful of rings. What is that? I know what it is. I know I've heard that before. Um, yeah, but it's not too bad. I heard the car, but the car didn't hear about the flood. Might end badly, but hopefully not. I hope so too. Yeah, I think if I think if something had happened to the garage, which is below me, I would have heard way more car alarms. so, so I think we're okay. It's not a purse; it's a man bag. That's right. Those dress T-shirts were slash are the worst, and the guys who had them on always had the skinniest legs. Yeah, they look like they just they took Jimmy Neutron's shrink ray and just put and just shrank themselves and put on super big clothes. It was madness. It's pure madness. But that was the look. And what's really funny is I remember at that time, um, at least in the hip hop world, some of you guys may not be as familiar with it. What came right after that was the era of skinny jeans. And people were still sagging and doing all that, but it was like really bright skinny jeans. And um it got to a point where they started having segments on like Dr. Phil and stuff about young men having like he was warning young men to stop wearing them because it would affect their ability to have kids in the future. Like that's how tight these jeans were. Like, let me see. Um, there's one particular character. Yeah, like, look at this. Look at that. That's how people were walking around in eighth grade and ninth grade looking like this. And it's like, nah, no one needs to see that. We don't need to see your boxers, man. We don't. No one needs to see your drawers. We good. We good. It was the song you were saying earlier tonight. "Let Me Love You" by Mario. Yes. Okay. Got it. Okay. I. You know what? You know what threw me off? Um, Mark said video game soundtracks, and then right after you said Mario, and so I was like, "What? What do you mean Mario?" So yes, you're absolutely right. That's the song. It was a song we were saying earlier. Yes. Um, See, having multiple conversations gets confusing. You guys will understand if you ever go on a live stream. That was "I Don't Want to Know" by Mario Wine, and yes, I didn't realize that was his last name though. I believe the term we mentioned previously on the stream was nut huggers. Yes, that is right. There's certainly nut huggers. I don't remember saying that in the stream, but that's totally true, and I don't doubt that we said that. All right, let's get back to drawing our bad guy over here. Okay, get his elbow. This might be a little too tapered. It's too even. That's one thing I try to avoid is having things that are like completely symmetrical. If I look at this, it's kind of doing like a hourglass type of thing. So I want to be able to mess with this so we don't have to worry about it so much. Okay, that's a little funky, but what I can do, since this is a vector line, I could do the redraw tool, or I could actually just redraw it. That actually might be faster now I think about it. me just redraw it myself. There we go. Way faster, way better, way stronger. Make it better, faster, stronger. Okay, I need to find a photo reference for that hand. Trying to do it myself. Oh wait, there's a. I don't know if I'll be able to do this though. I haven't tried it, but they have a new tool in Clip Studio where it's like a hand sensor thing. Let me see. What do they call it? I'm just gonna put this on the screen. There's a certain tool in their newest update, which was really cool, and it had it so that you could show your hand on the camera. Yeah, hand post scanner. That's what it is. Oh, I have to have a 3D model up. Is that what it is? Oh, we ain't doing all that. Forget it. We're almost done with this thing anyway. We'll figure it out. I don't even have to have the drawing perfect by the night or anything. How is this looking? If I were a hand, how would I look? It would look like boom, boom, boom. Wait a second. This position of the hand has always been a challenge, especially when you don't have a photo reference in front of you. Don't be like me, guys. Get photo reference whenever you're doing something like this. Please. Save yourself the headaches. I'm gonna fix that hand later. That's what it'll be. It'll be a later fix. Yeah, think about it. Those hands are probably gonna be covered up anyway, because he's got powers. It'd be like Jim Lee, how he just covers up feet with whatchamacallit, with debris, or cuts them off really conveniently. That's how we're gonna do it. That's how we gonna do it. What's today's trend that everyone's gonna cringe at 10 years from now? Oh, that's a good question. That's a good question. Wait, oh, I don't want to know. Let Me Love You sounds so similar. And it's been 25 years since he's been on the radio. It has not been 25 years since those songs came out, though. I think those songs were from 2005. But yeah, those songs, I play them consistently. Don't watch the mouth, watch the hands. Hey, all right. You got me. That was a good one. Giant water balls. I don't get that. I get the giant water balls. I don't know if that's a bad trend. Disney remakes. Live action Disney remakes is a trend that already looks bad. 10 years from now, I can't even imagine what the YouTubers will say. They'll do retrospective videos and be like, we should have stopped Disney. We should have stopped them. I'm thinking like fashion trends. What are fashion trends that are really bad? I don't even know what current fashion trends are right now. Is there a current fashion trend? I mean, there has to be, but I just am so... I'm not sure. By the way, so ordinarily I would design this character out like more completely, more fully. But given the situation, we're just going to work with what we got here. So, I might end up turning this character into somebody later on and making it work. All right, I hope you enjoyed Dora's Map because it's going away now. Backpack, backpack. What was the map song? What was the map song in Dora? I know there was a song. It was like map, 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 or it was something like that. All right, good enough for now. Just fix up that scarf, and then I'll come back later and do the finishing touches on here. Yes, Disney is so cringe already. Yeah, they're pretty bad. Have you guys seen the new stuff that they're saying about the Snow White movie coming out next year? They got rid of the Seven Dwarfs. People are apparently hating on Rachel Zegler, who's going to play Snow White. Some of it they blamed on racism because she's Latina. I'm not sure. I'm not sure she's Mexican or she's like Colombian or something. But I know that that was a big concern. And then also apparently she hates the original film. Like she, which doesn't make any sense to me. Like, why would you star as the main titular character in a remake of a film that you hate? And they're talking about all the things that they're going to change with the movie. There's not going to be a prince falling in love. There's going to, all this different stuff. And I think it's actually working for the worst. Like they're that's not going well for them. Yes, I was referring more to fashion. Technically, fashion trends aren't a thing anymore. Are they just counterculture? But how are they not a thing anymore? How does that work? There's always some sort of trend. Uh, High waist is back, and I'm so happy. That's all I care about. I'm glad you care, and that's working for you, Amanda. According to my resident fashion designer sister, fair enough. Everything is just a remix of old trends. That's a good point. That's a good point. I guess the most recent fashion trend is probably hip hop. Hip hop is now 50 years old. Like that was a look that was totally different than everything else, which is one of the reasons I respect the medium so much. I don't agree with everything about it, but I do respect it. I feel like the live action Disney remakes will be just like the straight to VHS Disney sequels we don't talk about. I talk about several of those straight to VHS sequels, though. I talk about an extremely goofy movie. I talk about a goofy movie. I'm pretty sure that was a straight to VHS. Um, then there was Lion King 2. Those might be the only ones, though. Those might be the only ones. I know there's some others that I loved. Those are the ones crossing my mind right now. But in general, I think most fashion choices are great. The tattooed face trend is not a good thing, though. Yeah, that okay. That's not a fashion trend, but I agree with you wholeheartedly. I think it's so ridiculous that people just want to get these giant tattoos on their faces at like 18 years old. I'm like, I think, I think you might regret that at some point, sir or madam. I never understood that. If you're a rapper, I get it even more, but like I get that, but even still, I just this is my personal opinion. Okay, I might get pseudo canceled for this or something, but when I see a lot of face tattoos on someone or any face tattoos, they make me think that they don't clean themselves very well. Like that, it feels like the type of person who just got dirt on them all the time. They smell musty. I don't know if that's just me, but that's the feeling I get when I see it, and so it's always kind of just mess with me. COVID mask, that trend can stay in the past. Oh my goodness, someone on Facebook I know posted pictures of what COVID, what we were doing before masks were official. Let me see. And people were like going to grocery stores. Hold on a second. Yeah, creative masks for prevention. Here we go. Just go on TMZ. Let's see what we got. Yeah. Okay. So this dude's got a paper bag and trash bags and gloves, and then we got the plastic bag. I That is so fascinating. Those all the That's all they have. Oh, that was lame. I thought there gonna be more. Yeah, that was a hilarious trend, especially at that moment, like when it was just the beginning, seeing how creative people got. there are some really good ones that I've seen. But yes, that can stay in the past. I agree. That can stay in the past. Um, Snow White actress is tanking for her own movie. Yes, actually, most of these remake actors talk bad about the original movies like they aren't the reason they currently have a job. Yeah, I never understood that. Why? Why do that? Why bite the hand that feeds you? You know what I mean? Especially considering all the stuff's going on in Hollywood right now. Like, people aren't getting work, and you would think you would do anything in your power to talk positively about the projects you're working on. But whatever. I haven't heard much about the live action Snow White. I forgot there was even one in the works. Um, yeah, it's not looking good. And cottagecore, I'm done with that. It's funny. I just learned what cottagecore was a couple weeks ago because of my job, and I'm still trying to learn what exactly all the things that are cottagecore. Anyway, yeah, the fact that there's a wiki for cottagecore and other aesthetics is saying a lot. I actually like the mask, especially when I want to feel like a character in dystopian land, mask and a hoodie. If you're gonna, you know what, I will say this: the mask made me have so much more respect for my favorite bug bitten inspired superhero. Because for me personally, I had a hard time breathing in those things, and they were relatively thin. And I was looking at Spider Man's mask, and I was like, "How in the world is he doing this? Like his whole body's covered, and he's just beating Doc Ock and Green Goblin, all these fools up like it's nothing. Like what in the world?" So mad respect, mad respect to the Spider Crew. I'm picking up some of these lines here. All right. Let's take this. And let's just fill in all the lines. Oh, wait a second. I don't know if this is going to work. I think there's a couple areas that are closed. Yeah, there's a couple areas that need some attention. There we go. That'll do. For now, anyway. And then the powers, those need to be moved over a little bit. Scale them up. I'm being real lazy about this right now, I admit. I could easily just redraw this if I wanted to. I probably will because this one's, I think this is going to be cut off on the left side. Yep. All right, so we're just going to do it. We're going to remove it and try again. So let's do this. Let's have it wrap around the hands. Try and make it feel disorganized. Have it crawling up the arms a bit. Kellen Darventure says, I wear surgical masks at work periodically. I'm in medical research lab. Never found them to be a problem, but I guess if you're not used to them, they can be a pain. Yeah, you're talking to someone who's never once done anything like that. And also, to be fair, some of them were made pretty thick, I think, especially before all that stuff came out about what types to wear. But, sorry, I'm right next to the emergency exit, and I can look here and see people, and I was like, "Who's that?" I thought someone was like jumping over the ledge or something. Anyway, yeah, I think for someone like myself who's not used to it, is like, not for me. This is not fun. It's not a fun time. Something that will be cringe not in 10 years, but in like 6 weeks is Barbie core. That is true. I get that. My first week of mandatory mask wearing, I channeled my inner Dr. Meredith Gray's 36-hour surgeries. I don't even know who that is. Yeah, the whole Barbie court thing. Who here saw Barbie, and what was your opinion of it? I'm very curious. I did not go see it. I have no incentive to go watch it. Uh, I've heard some good, some bad. But what is your guys' opinion on the Barbie franchise? And apparently they're gonna make like 40 other movies based on the properties. What's the parent company of Barbie? Um, because I think they're going to make like a bunch of movies. Uh, Let me see. Hold on. Who owns Barbie? Warner Brothers. Something got really hot in this apartment. It's a rainstorm. How'd it get hot? It's annoying. Top Mattel. There we go. Top Mattel movies in the work. Okay, let's try that. Okay, so this article is brand new. So, Dump Toy Box 14 upcoming movies based on Mattel toys. Let's see what we got. American Girl doll, Barney. We're gonna have a Barney movie apparently. Christmas Balloon, whatever that is. We're gonna have a Hot Wheels movie apparently. Something akin to Fast and Furious. Okay. Magic 8 Ball. I don't know how that's gonna. How are they gonna make these movies work? I genuinely don't even understand. Major Matt Mason. Matchbox, which is a Hot Wheels thing. Polly Pocket. It's gonna be a Polly Pocket movie, guys. Rock'em Sock'em Robots. Oh my gosh. Thomas the Tank Engine. Uno. They're gonna make a movie about Uno. Oh my gosh. Wait. We've seen card games. Usually poker as the basis for movies, but children's game that's basically matching colors and numbers seems like unusual fodder for a feature-length film. Maybe they'll use a variation like Uno Attack and have the game come to life and attempt to take over the world or the family home. Wild speculation aside, the only thing we know for sure that at this point is that Marcy Kelly is writing script. There is going to be an Uno movie, guys. I can't believe this. This is absolutely insane. Viewmaster Wishbone, I don't know what those are. I'm actually so curious to see what this is going to turn into. I am floored. I have no idea how you create a plot from this movie for this game. What do you even write about? I don't know. What do you guys think? What would you write about if you had to write a movie based on the game Uno? Um, Mattel, thank you guys for letting me know. It's a little late, but I spoke not for you. I saw it late. You guys were fine. Um, it's the humidity. You never experienced that before. Oh, that's yeah. You're right. It is the humidity. I have experienced it before. I have, but just not to this degree. You not not in my own home. Like, what is this changed feeling? Oh, you mean humidity? Okay. It's like the Grinch when he's like, what is this I'm feeling? It's like an emotion. um, the main character in Grey's Anatomy, Jordan. Thank you. I don't watch that show. My mom watches that show. I don't watch it. Um, the humidity inside the mask was the uncomfortable thing, but sometimes when it was cold, the mask made me feel warmer. Um, I wonder how many of these are actually big releases or just some straight to DVD or Netflix kids streaming thing. I don't know, but considering how much money Barbie made, they might just go all out. I don't know. Like I could easily see Hot Wheels being like akin to Fast and Furious, like they said. Like I could easily see that because they have a Gran Turismo movie out right now with what's the dude's name? David Harbour, who plays Hopper on Stranger Things. Maybe Uno will be like the Emoji Movie, which I didn't watch, so I don't know how that went. It's possible. I could just see like a big tournament happening or something, like the best Uno player in the world. Although it's entirely well, okay, I won't say entirely. It's like 90% game of chance though. Like you don't know what cards you're gonna be dealt, but they make movies about gambling and stuff. So I guess they'll make it work for counting cards. So maybe it'll be something like that. The Barbie movie was a lot of things. There were definitely some issues, but overall, I thought it was good and led to some really interesting discussions. Okay, good to know. Good to know. I went all winter without Chap lives. It was awesome wearing a mask for that. Can Uno be like a card game anime, please? Honestly, I kind of want to see that. I would love to see a version of Uno where it's like Yu-Gi-Oh. That would be so sick. I would watch that. Just make sure that the characters don't look weird. That's one of the reasons I couldn't really watch Yu-Gi-Oh because their noses were so small. It just freaked me out. You know what? Actually, I need to be more. I need to do more with this. Actually, let me. Nah, I don't like that. I need to be a little bit more erratic. I might need to make some sort of brush that's just super random for stuff like this. I have a hard time making things feel random, like lightning bolts and stuff. Um, you just want it to be so controlled. Okay, so let's delete that. Nope, nope. Change my mind. Merge those layers. Even have a little bit coming out here. All right, and then we're going to convert this to drawing color. And then we're going to do Gaussian blur on this right here. Filter blur, Gaussian blur. There we go. So let's bring back the background and our boy Jada. And then we also got these here. Yeah, it's looking pretty cool. What I might do real quick though, I'm gonna take this and I'm just gonna pump in some colors for them right now. We'll just see what we got. Oh wait, what am I doing? Okay, you guys are sending links. I don't know. I can't like copy these. Um, you'll just have to send it to me later, YouTube. They won't make it anime though. Yes, man, great minds. I don't know. I like a Scott Pilgrim-esque fast editing and quick wit. That would be fun. I don't know, Jordan, to watch that on stream. Yeah, I literally can't even get. I can't even copy what you guys are sending right now into the browser. Live action Uno card battle. Jordan, your drawing gives me a pup named Venom vibes. I don't know if that's a good thing. Ow. A pup named Venom. Jeez. I heard the 8-Ball movie will be horror. That's interesting. Have you ever played or seen 7-0 Uno? That's the biggest troll game ever. No, I don't know what that is. I've heard about it, but never seen or play. If you play a 7, switch hands with someone else. If you play a 0, everyone's cards rotate. That's a different way of playing. I never played that before. When I would play Uno, it was usually just me and my mom, and so we would just go reverse back to me, skip you, draw two, and we just like have this long trail of stuff. And that's how I played. It's very rare I actually play Uno with a group of people. What am I doing? Oh, that's right. Oh, guess my opacity out of the way there. This thing is a little slow. It's alright though. Let me save this before something happens. Before something happens, don't let go of my hand. Some of you guys will catch what that's from. Alright, so let's do something like this. We'll get a little bit of blue rim light here because of this. the light that's coming here. And then maybe like a grayish green for this here. Darker, definitely. Yeah, something like this. What color should this be? What color would stand out? I kind of like this purplish for his skin, so maybe I don't change that too much. Just push a little bit more red. Yeah, there we go. That seems appropriate. I'll have to add a whole layer for shadows too. Let's actually do a darker top here. What in the world? Why won't it change colors? I am confused. Is this the same color? Oh, it's the same color. No wonder. Just Googled Uno. Did you know Ubisoft owns Uno? I did not know that. All right. Let's do this here. Like I said, usually in this scenario, I would have a specific color for everything happening. Actually, do this. Again, slightly darker. This container windows in here. Maybe I'll just make it this color. Matter of fact, what I'll do. Where's my soft brush? Oh wait, I should probably not pixel lock this right here. Bam, there we go. And let's just, I'm just doing random stuff at this point. I have no idea what the color scheme was supposed to be. So we just rolling with it. Just gonna roll with it, roll with it, roll with it. Okay, maybe not that color. Not that saturated. Where's the, I could have sworn I had, oh my gosh, what is it called? The little levers. Should be something here. Color palette set, no. Okay, where's the window for color slider? Is that? Yes, here we go. Color slider. That's one good enough. Yeah, now we're talking. Actually, I like the color slider more than like the color wheel. I think it's a lot easier to manage. All right, it's not bringing a ton of attention to the colors on them so much, which is fine by me. Oops. Now we just gotta add some shadows. Let's get purple, multiply layer, lower the opacity on that. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. And then, like I said before, we gotta get some of that rim light. So let's do this. Need a sharp color here. There we go. Let's get some on little bits of the scarf right here. anything that's really facing. So we probably won't have any back here. Might have a little bit on this, maybe on the backpack. Definitely some here. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Just realized I did miss in the chat. Don't play your war games on me reversed. Wait, what? If you didn't know, now you know. Hey, we got Biggie Smalls fan up in here. That guy's looking appropriately ashy. Oh my gosh, I wish I had seen that when it actually came up. Yes, he is looking appropriately ashy. You know what? Because you said that, here we gotta. If we're gonna do ashy, we gotta go all out. You know, those dudes who don't get their elbows properly. Yeah. So now we got ashy bad guy. That would actually be so funny to make that a trope. Or that sounds like that looks like something that Javen would comment on, like, bro, why you ashy? Get you some coconut oil, man. Let's or some lotion, some shea butter. Let's figure this out together. You don't have to fight. Or maybe that's what he's hitting for. Maybe that's the whole thing. You didn't use the shea butter. So I'm just checking, making sure I didn't get any more alerts about my safety. We're good. All right, so now let's do this. Let's go to my color set. And let's do a soft brush over this area here. Okay, where's the opacity? That's one thing about this that kind of annoys me sometimes, is I always forget that Clip Studio's like settings for brushes is not always easily seen. All right, so there we go. Got a little bit of blue coming in right there, going there. All right, I think that makes sense. I think the shadows on the bad guy could actually be even darker. Can I do that? Can I afford that? Yeah. The ashiness is still showing through, though. He can't escape the ash. Can you imagine how ashy you have to be able to see it at night in shadow? Maybe that's how you can tell all bad guys are ashy. Oh my gosh, that would be the funniest thing ever. Mainstream villains made of triangles, Shadow Boxers villains, super ashy. Oh my gosh! You know, I wish we could see, you know, his hands and stuff, because I would totally have the ashy knuckles and all that. It'd be great. Bad guys are no longer overweight. Now it's the ashy elbows. Jordan's gonna start a trend. Oh my gosh! I didn't realize that. Wait, since when were bad guys all overweight? Are we talking about like the Bond villains? You know, those guys with the cigars and the cats with no hair on them whatsoever. They make what kind of cats are those? Those naked cats, nude cats, whatever those are, like James Bond style. Yeah, we could start a brand new trend, guys. I got to put that on my notes somewhere. Hold on, man, I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna open up my document with all my stuff, my production document, and I'm gonna just write, a villain needs to be ashy at some point. I don't know who it's going to be or where, but there's gonna have to be an ashy villain. My villain of the week. Like Kingpin. Okay, like Kingpin. Sphinx. Is it called Sphinx Cats? Oh, okay, cool. That was for the Kingpin comment. You can't have all the bad guys ashy. That would be so sad. You got to have one that always has the freshest edges. Not every villain has to be ashy, but it would be funny if at least one or two was. That would be so funny. That's the super boss, the twist no one saw coming. Yeah, you know what, guys? I think I'm gonna scrap Ghazali as my main bad guy and just come up with a character whose sole like issue is that he's ashy. He's just pissed off that he's ashy and no one ever gave him lotion or shea butter. So all you guys who did like Ghazali, I'm sorry, he's out of the story now. It's just the ashy bad guys. Aletha is gone too. We just gotta replace it with ashy people. All my character designs are changing now. Okay, I'm totally kidding, guys. Ghazali and Aletha are still gonna be present in the story. I did too much writing to kick them out. Anyway, let's get some stuff painted in here a little more strongly. So yeah, the goal here right now is just to build and see what comes from this. I have no particular expectations for this concept art other than just telling a cool story. And so far, I think we're getting close. You know, I like some of the stuff that's happening here. It might be a little busy right now with some of these extra marks, but I could delete some of them too. Yeah, I kind of like the whole sweeping thing across the string. So maybe something like this. I can't wait to tell my mom that joke. She would think that is hilarious, especially if I did it right. Okay. Do 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 do. Oh, actually, we can just do this. But I didn't mean to zoom out like that. Ooh, that's kind of cool. That's probably do really big. It's actually not looking too bad. Kind of like where this is going. Fufu ashiest of them all. Man, we could make him ashy. Javen has to infiltrate the bad guys group and stop moisture. So it stops moisturizing so they don't suspect him. Oh my gosh, y'all are hilarious. I love you guys. That's amazing. No, he's just too busy to moisturize. Fufu's traitor arc. Oh my goodness, is that what we come to? He's a traitor because he's ashy. Maybe it's a virus that makes people ashy, and that's how you know someone is infected when they use lotion, but it dries up immediately. They're far too gone shower boxes to search for the cure. You guys are excellent. You guys are excellent. If it doesn't make it in the main storyline, we'll make it a spinoff. We'll do a spinoff in the multiverse of shower boxes and make everybody ashy. We'll change all the bad guys. All right, let's see. Let's add some shadows to these buildings just to get some more focus. It will not be this bright and purple, guys. Don't worry. It's just something I'm doing for right now. Ashy bud. This definitely happened in Pikmin. Oh my gosh. Actually, that would make a lot of sense in that story. Did I ever show you guys Pikmin? I think I did. I have to redesign him one day. That would actually be really fun. Yeah, my first week back teaching was crazy. Found out I have 60 kids, and there was an active shooter at my mom's school for her first week as principal. Everyone's safe though. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I am so sorry about that. I'm glad everyone's safe, but my goodness, a school shooting? Wow. I'm glad everyone's okay. Megan's got the deep cuts. Oh, there is a Pac-Man, Pickman. Pickman is a superhero I made up when I was like 11 or 12. Here, since you guys are asking about it, I feel like I showed him on a stream at some point. But here, let me log in on Facebook and find the image for you. Unfortunately, I don't have an image of his full body. It's just like half of him. But give me a second. Let me find him. Here we go. All right, everybody. This is Pickman. He was a superhero I made, and everything was based off of an Afro pick. And he had a shampoo blaster. He had a sword that was like a pick. It was just like the little metal pieces would become elongated like a sword. And he had a shield made out of nappy Afro hair. I was like 11. So yeah, we might have to see a return of Pickman one day. Matter of fact, maybe that'll be Javen's favorite comic or something like that. The Adventures of Pickman. In a way, he was actually kind of a precursor to what I'm doing now. It's kind of interesting because I think they're about the same age, Javen and this character. I think he might have been like 14. He's really buff for 14 though. Because I was using a drawing manual, not manual, but like one of those art books that teach you how to draw stuff. So I didn't think teenagers should be this buff. Yeah, he's gonna have to return somewhere down the line, but that is him. That is him. And he had bell bottoms and some 70s boots. This is also about the time I started listening to the Jackson 5. In case you guys are curious. You showed Pickman on an art prop stream. Yes, I did show him on a stream. I just didn't realize that. I didn't remember if I showed him on this one. Pickman's been talked about on the stream before. We always have time for more Pickman. Yeah, we gotta do something with him. Please make him an in-universe superhero the kids are all into. That would be excellent. Yeah, me too. Police were already on scene to break up a huge fight. Okay, that's good. Glad everyone's safe and no serious harm has been done. But that is really scary. That's very, very scary. All right, so what I'm doing right now, I'm lightly blocking in what could be shadows. And I'm going to tone it down quite a lot. Especially when we get back here, because past this point is where you'll have a lot of atmospheric perspective. I almost don't even want the power in his hands anymore. Like, almost. Oh wow, he looks ashy when I take it away because I didn't color it properly. That's so good. In fact, I should probably put this in here. Yeah, so one thing I'll have to adjust is the color so that it doesn't feel too disorganized. So I think the overall color scheme should be more purple. So let me decide. Let me get rid of some of this like hot pink. I could use that for accents, but matter of fact, I'll merge this layer. Yeah, let's get rid of some of the hot pink. By the way, guys, I think tonight's stream is going to end a little sooner than I usually do it, just because I'll be honest, I'm kind of tired and got to get some other stuff done. But yeah, I'll let you guys know when we get closer to that time, though. Oh, I know it would be a good brush. One of these. I always like this one because it's kind of randomized. Shadows for the boxers. All right, let's see. How do I do this? Oops. Maybe soft brush. I'm debating how I want to treat this right now. There's gonna be some billies in the back, so let's keep those lighter. Not that light though. I'm still. Then here is gonna be a dome, so we can do like a. What should we do? It's a cool blue. And let's get a soft brush for street lights kind of coming here. Oh, that's shoot! I forgot to draw the street light. They're supposed to be. They're on a different layer somewhere. Yeah, there's street lamps here. So we'll pretend that those are fully drawn in. And we'll get some light coming from those too. Let's get some yellows in here. I'm squinting my eyes to see the values right now. It's looking a little confusing. So let's see how we do this. Let's just play around with stuff. Okay, that's helping. Yeah, that's doing a lot right there. I still have some glow coming in. Oh shoot. I put that pin down the wrong layer. Wrong layer! Yeah, there we go. So maybe black isn't the color for it, but I could do like a deep purple. Yeah, maybe a little bit deeper than that. I like this convert to drawing color button. It's way faster than the method I would use in Photoshop. Okay, then the scarf is kind of lost. Do I even really need it? I might just get rid of it, honestly. It's not really helping anything. Other than just making it more confusing. Yeah, let's get rid of it. Get rid of it. Bring some attention to his ashy knuckles. Ashy knuckles, pockets filled with a lot of lint, not a cent. What's in the comments? No, okay. Yeah, that feels a little bit clearer. Let me see, how do you guys see it? Okay, so looking at this, I think what I can do is make it a little bit brighter around his head. So his head at least pops out. Actually, looking at this screen makes it way better to see what's happening. And of course, I'm going to have to change the color of either the skin or the building. So let's just make this building a deeper color or a darker hue, or darker value. I'm going to have that stand out. Does that work? No. What if I just selected that and said we're changing you? So when in doubt, changing the value is always going to be the number one thing. I think, I know what I can do. Let's get a soft brush, soft round. Let's pick a nice bright color that could reasonably be here, like the lamp. And let's color this. Oh, what the? I don't like that color. I don't like that brush either. we brighten it up, that should help, is basically what I'm trying to do. And just have some light kind of bouncing. Maybe there's lamps that are lighting from the bottom or something. The Ashy villain looks kind of sad. He must, first of all, his face doesn't even look like it's showing, man. How do you even make this comment? He must have a blue spirit. Now drink. Dude, that was so forced. This is so forceful. It's like that scene in Indiana Jones where you meet Marion for the first time. She's got like all these shots. I don't even own shot glasses, so that would be impossible for me to mimic. I dropped the bottle cap, sorry. All right. Oh, actually, that looks way better, I think. I didn't need the shadow layer after all. Let's get rid of it. Yeah, if we do this, I don't know what this looks like about. That is so freaking colorful. It's like candy. Still gotta make sure. The challenge with this is like I have so much light in this image from the buildings. Jaden's power obviously very bright, and then I want to hide all this stuff here. I just realized I didn't change the music the entire time on the stream, but we're gonna wrap it up soon anyway. I don't know it's worth it at this point. Maybe I get rid of some of this here. What would happen if I just filled in the whole thing like this and just did like a overlay? Whoa, that's pretty funky. We're not leaving it this way, but that's really funky looking. Ooh, I'm kind of liking how this is turning out. Let's see what happens if I shift it. Purple's looking cool. Blue's looking cool. Oh man, any of these could work. There's a lot of cool stuff happening here. Whoa. Do you guys see these colors happening? This greenish blue? Oh, I'm digging it. There's a lot of cool options. Let's see what's happening over on this side. Feels warmer here. I don't know if I like this at all. That's really nice. I like this. It might be almost exactly where I had before. Oh, no. Still warmer. You need to hydrate, Jordan. Almost the bottle down. Megan says sweet. That's what I like to hear. Sweetness. Yeah, this is looking pretty cool. This is looking really, really cool. I think this, can I merge it here? Yeah, let's merge this on top. I want these foreground rocks in destruction to remain closer to the blue because it's affected by this. Everything else can be kind of warm. But this feels really, what is this pink? Oh, I just did that. I was like, what in the world? All right. Let's get my Patrick O'Keefe brush set on. Wait, guys. Oh, wrong layer again. I'm sure I have other brushes that I can get away with. Yeah. Let's just do this. There's destruction going on. Get some brightness here. I think these brushes are from Justin Oxford. Really great concept artist. I think he worked on Halo. Sorry. Yeah. So I got his brushes from his website, like back in 2016 or something. And I've always really liked them. I always really liked this pack. I don't want to eliminate all the hard edges though, because those are fun. Probably going to have some sort of crevice here. Okay. A lot of stuff is going to be covered up anyway, but whatever. I definitely need more photo reference for this. I will say that. I will definitely say I need more photo reference. That's the gas that makes people actually tell Javen to stay away. Wait, what is? What's the gas? Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, I think I'm keeping these layers two separate. I'm gonna give this like 10 more minutes. Well, I'm gonna get my Noah Bradley rock painting. It's probably going to be some things that are more jagged like this. Pieces coming out. Maybe rim light right there. Probably going to also be some shadows. So yeah, let's get the shadows in. Let's do a purplish. Maybe not. Let's lower the opacity on these. There we go. There we go, yeah. Shadows. Javen should probably have a shadow too. His shadow would be really light, I think. Like that. He's got so much glowing on him. Let's pull our bad guys in. Yeah, I'm not gonna see a lot of that stuff I just did. Oh well. Let's get some of that pink in here. Let's get some purple on this one because it's farther back. This building here could be a little darker though. And same here. This one could be darker. One reference I'm probably going to look at later on for this is the Batman the Animated Series. They did a lot of really cool stuff with lighting with their buildings. So yeah. And you had the green look like poisonous gas. Oh, Madison, he's tired of us tonight. I would never tire of the Joe McFo fam. Never tire of you guys. Let's put it like this: if it weren't for y'all, this would be a really boring live stream because I'd be talking to myself the whole time. Which, in essence, is kind of what I do anyway. But it's much better having comments to actually respond to. Trust and believe. I don't think I have. Wait, did I have a building here or not? Oh, I did. I just didn't draw the lines. Okay. I did. I did have lines here. I thought I saw some building lines. Yeah, there we go. Another dome here. Let's get that to be kind of like a yellowish, maybe. Getting there. It's getting there. Let's get some more blues in the sky. Blues in the sky for our love. All right, let me look at this again. Okay, that dome I just did, I don't like that. I don't like the dome underneath Javen's foot either. So I need to adjust those. Is there an easy way to do these? Oh, I lower my tolerance. There we go. Let's get that to be something in the purplish category. Yeah, there we go. That helps. Just so it doesn't conflict too much. I don't want to mess with Javen. Actually, I could just make this real dark too. Yeah, we can make it dark. Make it a little dark, and we'll just slowly bring it back. And then this here I don't like. Yeah, that's better. This green, I don't know about that green either. I am gonna need screens though, so we'll just have those kind of scattered throughout. Have to be a little cooler in a few areas. This looks dope. It's getting late here on the East Coast, so I'll sign off here. Bye, everyone. Bye, Megan. Thank you for coming on, homie. Appreciate you as always. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I think the biggest thing right now is going to be making sure everything harmonizes so that, you know, the background reads as one continuous piece, but also making sure the characters stand out and they don't get lost in it. I think it's going okay so far. I might need to take a day or two to not look at it and look at it again, which is something I recommend for all you guys whenever you're working on projects. Take a day to see if you could adjust some things. So there's always something you can fix. And hopefully I won't take too long on this. But I think we are going to end it right here. I think Megan has the right idea in mind. So you guys, I appreciate you so much as always for jumping on the live stream. We did quite a few things today. We fleshed out this character more, gave him some cleaner line art, made him really ashy, and then we tried out some different colors. And right now I'm kind of feeling it. I'm kind of digging this. So anyway, guys, I will see you next Sunday. Thank you again for popping on, and have a good week. Peace.